Do you need to clean up your Pinterest account? Is your Pinterest account unorganized and a hot mess right now? And here's the thing. Cleaning up your Pinterest account is about more than just cleaning up your Pinterest boards. So shout outs to everyone who voted for this video that they could relate to their Pinterest profile being a mess. So hey there, it's Nadalie Bardo, your Pinterest coach here. And in this video, I'm going to show you the 6 ways you need to spring clean up or just clean up your Pinterest profile. So if you love Pinterest marketing tips, be sure to quickly hit that thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I love being your Pinterest coach. So the very first part of your profile you need to clean up is your actual profile. And there are a few areas we need to check. We're talking your Pinterest banner, your bio, your profile photo, and of course, your link. Is it even still claimed? Have you even returned to your profile page since creating your business account? Since starting your Pinterest account ages ago? You want to make sure that everything is firing on all cylinders and you're using the right images and keywords, especially if you've made changes to your website and other parts of your online presence. You want to make sure that is still accurately being reflected on your Pinterest profile. So as we can see right here on Carly's profile, her banner is gone. So recently, Pinterest removed all video banners as well as any of the older banners that were visible where it had a collage of your pin. So you need to go in and create a banner if you haven't as yet. Up next, you're going to want to check that your Pinterest profile name and bio are still accurate. Is this still your #1 freebie where you're sending people? Are you still using these keywords in your content, or have you changed gears since you created your account? Also, is this still your profile photo or do you have a new one? These are things you want to look for and update. And one more thing, is your website still claimed? Also, if previously you had claimed an Etsy shop, your Instagram or YouTube channel, guess what? You're going to have to claim something new. So just be sure to double check that this is all still claimed and optimized. So if anyone lands on your profile, things are looking good. Of course, you're going to want to make sure you've got a banner, just like this one I've created for my own profile. So if you need help creating a new banner for your Pinterest profile, be sure to check out this video where I share with you tips and share examples that are going to help you design a beautiful banner. All right, let's move on to the second part of our Pinterest profile we need to clean up, our Pinterest boards. Woo! All right, depending on how long you've been on Pinterest, you may have a lot of Pinterest boards. There are a few things we want to do. One, we want to make sure that all the boards on our profile are still in line with where our blog or our brand is now. Or do you have some boards that are pretty much dead? I'm talking you haven't pinned to them in 6 months to a year or even longer. I'm saying, are there pins on these boards that are getting 0 views, 0 impressions? Maybe they're pins that are largely linking to other people's profiles. Okay, so you got to go in and clean up your boards. Maybe there are some boards that you need to make private because it's not relevant to your brand. Were you one of those people who converted a personal account into a business account? You want to make sure that all that personal stuff is out of sight by creating secret boards or shifting them into secret boards. So of course, to check out our boards, you're going to head on over to your saved tab and scroll down, and you can see I've got a lot of Pinterest boards, and I would be lying if I was saying that I'm being active in all of these. Quite a few. I have hardly any pins, like for example, this board. It doesn't even have a description. So you're going to want to check for SEO. Do you have optimized descriptions? If not, click on Edit Board, and you're going to write your pin board descriptions right here using all those relevant keywords, filling in all the details to make sure you're checking all of those boxes. Or if you decide, hey, this board is not relevant to my account anymore, you can also click on Edit Board. And you can decide to, 1, make it secret, meaning no one will see it. You can delete the board, which is pretty drastic, Or another option is to actually just click on archive and it's going to remove it from the top of your profile and it won't be visible anymore. So make sure all your boards are optimized and relevant. You also might want to consider creating some new Pinterest boards. Is there a new category of topic or products that you've created since you last updated or cleaned up your Pinterest profile? So maybe you're writing about a new topic. Maybe you've recently expanded into writing about beauty products, but all the topic boards that you have right now aren't relevant. So go ahead, create that new board and be sure to optimize the board title with a specific keyword and write your board descriptions. You also might want to consider designing some Pinterest board covers. So board covers appear on your profile page when someone is scrolling through all your boards. So you might want to take some time to design some board covers. It's a great way to spruce up your account and take things to the next level, especially if this is something you never did before. And be sure to check out this video if you need some help or inspiration in designing Pinterest board covers. So let's move on to our third aspect of cleaning up our profile. It's our Pinterest pins. But here's the thing. I encourage you to take some time and look at all the pins that you've been pinning to your profile. Is there a certain pin template that is not working? That every time you design a pin in this style, absolutely no one clicks on it, no one saves it, it's not getting any impressions. Guess what? That's a sign that you need to retire that Pinterest pin template. So stop designing pins in that style and instead create a new Pinterest pin template that you can use going forward that is going to increase your odds of getting clicks. So the easiest way to do this is from your Pinterest profile in the Created tab, just scroll down and take a look at your pins and you will soon realize whether or not there are certain templates that are just not doing anything for your account. Another way to do this is to head on over to your analytics, overview, and you're going to make sure you select your domain, scroll down where it says top pins. You can search by outbound clicks, and here you're able to see which pins are performing. So this is the opposite way of doing it. Then you can stop designing all the pins that you don't find in these top pins section because you know they're not working. So stop designing them. So the fourth way that you can clean up your Pinterest profile is to leave group boards. So you can either leave all group boards or leave the group boards that are just not performing for you. So maybe you're one of those Pinterest creators that are still getting clicks from Pinterest group boards, but odds are you're not. So why are they still on your profile? So navigate from your Pinterest profile to your Save tab. You're going to scroll down until you find your group boards that you belong to. So to leave a group board, you can click on it. And then on the top, you're just going to click where your profile photo is. And if you want to leave, you're just going to click on the leave button and it's going to go bye-bye. Another option for you is actually just to archive it. It's going to push it down to the bottom of your profile. You won't be able to add pins to it anymore, but it's not going to be active. This is an option for you if you're not quite ready to leave it, but you don't want it on your profile anymore. So the fifth way to clean up your profile is to audit your pinning schedule. So whether you're manually pinning or using a scheduler like Tailwind, your audience and their engagement with your content can shift throughout the year. Heck, even with daylight savings time, your optimized times for pinning can change by an hour. So you want to make sure that the times you're pinning now are still the best times to be pinning your content. So be sure to readjust your pinning schedule for the most optimal times. And a great way that you can easily do this is right inside of Tailwind if you're using that as your scheduler. So if you're not sure when the best time for you to pin on Pinterest is, be sure to check out this video where I walk you through the steps of finding the best time for you to pin your pins on Pinterest. But of course, a great way to do this is right inside of Tailwind. And speaking of Tailwind, our final way to clean up your Pinterest profile is to check Up On Tailwind, especially if you're using it as a scheduler. You're going to want to go in there and make sure that one, your pins are still going out. You want to check to see if you have any failed pins that you need to clear, reschedule or delete. And you also want to, of course, check up on your Tailwind communities. If you belong to anyone that are underperforming, you might as well leave and find better ones. So let's check up on our Tailwind communities. I want you to head on over to the Communities tab. The easiest way to do this is to actually just click on the navigation bar. Automatically, these Tailwind communities are going to sort by how many reshares you've had. So the best communities are at the top, and the worst performing ones are going to be at the bottom. These are the ones you want to consider leaving. And of course, you want to also come in here and do your repins so that you stay in the green and don't get kicked out of these communities. Also, if you run your own communities, you're going to want to make sure that you delete any users that have not been doing their repins. Yay, everyone. So for example, this individual is no longer active and they haven't been doing their reshares. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove them because they're not being active anyways. So this is a great way for you to clean up your communities. And of course, once you leave some, especially if you're on a profile that only limits you to 5 communities, you can leave and then search to find some new ones. So there you have it. That's how to clean up your Pinterest account. And I really encourage you to give this some time and to design maybe some new board covers, maybe a new Pinterest banner, get in there, delete some underperforming boards, because once you clean things up, you can really reignite your love for the Pinterest platform. So be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I love being your Pinterest coach. And stick around, you're going to find this video helpful. And bye for now. I'll see you in the next one.